Not only is it the end of August, it is the end of summer. That means it's time for a monthly update. Hey, I'm Ben Price. Thanks for joining me for another monthly update, this one for the month of August. Before we jump into anything dealing with my August, let me share with you something exciting about some friends of mine. You're probably wondering to yourself, Ben, what is that phenomenal shirt you're wearing? I do have a phenomenal shirt on. This is a shirt from our friend Zach and Courtney's new bagel shop called Booyah Bagels in Red Deer, Alberta. If you want one of the most delicious bagels you'll ever eat in your entire life, get in a car, drive to Red Deer, get in a plane, fly to Alberta, somewhere, get in a rental car, drive to Red Deer to get yourself a Booyah Bagel. If you're in Red Deer, just go over there. It's really close. Go early. They sell out every day. They are the most delicious bagels. Tori went. I was unable to go to the grand opening because I was vomiting. But Tori went. She bought, 8 bagels for us to have at home. We ate one of them the day after she got back. And then I had another one the next day and another one the next day. I ate bagels for breakfast 3 days in a row. I'm not a huge bagel guy, so that has to tell you something. So again, if you're in Red Deer or if you're able to get into Red Deer somehow, get yourself a Booyah Bagel because they are delicious and I can't wait to get back home and have some more. I mentioned at the top of the monthly update that it is the end of summer. Yeah, summer's come to an end. I had a really great 3 months off. I spent a lot of time with Tori. We did a lot of really cool things. Mostly we spent a lot of time together. We got engaged. We did a lot of kayaking. We took a few trips here and there, and it was really nice just to be able to relax and spend some time with her. I'm now away on a cruise contract. I'm in Halifax currently waiting to get on a ship. And it's the first one away after a lengthy period together is the toughest. So I miss her a lot right now, but fear not, because at the end of my cruise contract, which ends in Montreal, she will be flying in and we're gonna spend a few days in Montreal together. So I have that to look forward to, but that's next month's problem. Let's focus on this month's, okay? At the beginning of the month, really early on, the first or second weekend, I believe, Tori and I, we went to the Taste of Calgary. Taste of Calgary is an event that's put on by some organization within Calgary that brings together all kinds of restaurants and food trucks and catering companies into a festival of sorts where you buy $1 tickets and you get a tiny morsel of delicious food. Everyone has their best 5 items and you get to taste them from all sorts of different venues that you wouldn't think to go to on your own. Maybe you're planning an event and need a caterer. It's a good place to taste the food for these places. Or maybe it's a restaurant that you've heard of and haven't really thought to go there because you're a little nervous about what it might be. Taste of Calgary is this event. It was really good. I had a delicious it was a whole soft shell crab, fried crab. It was so good. We had some bannock, which was delicious. What else did we have? We had a banh mi sandwich, delicious. Next year, or if you have one in your town, go to the Taste of wherever you are because it's a really fun event. Good way to try a lot of different things you wouldn't think to try on a daily basis. The day after Taste of Calgary, we went to Canmore, which is an hour and a half away from Calgary. We went to the Canmore Folk Festival. I was lucky enough to just be able to tag along. Tori was there for work. Tool Shed Brewing had some tastings going on. They were partnered with Canmore Folk Festival to do some tastings and sell their non-alcoholic beer, which was really cool. While Tori was off taking videos and pictures and working her butt off, I was napping in a lovely lawn chair listening to a band from the East Coast. It was a fantastic afternoon. We spent some time listening to the bands together after she was finished doing her work for the day, but I had a really relaxing, lovely day in Canmore in a beautiful park, kind of forested area. It was really nice. If you're ever in Canmore, I definitely recommend checking out the Canmore Folk Festival. It was a fun day. If you remember back to last month's monthly update, you'll remember I took Tori to a magic show in Vancouver. We were there for the Ben Platt concert. When I found out we were going to be going to the Ben Platt concert, I looked up to see if Hidden Wonders had a show. It did, and I took her there. It was at my friend Sean Farquhar's establishment called Hidden Wonders Speakeasy Magic Show. Again, if you're in Vancouver, check that out. But I took her to a magic show. I thought, what a great tradition. So this month, I also took her to a magic show. This time, a little closer to home. It was in Calgary. I took her to see Piff the Magic Dragon's touring show at the Laugh Shop in Calgary. This is my third time seeing Piff. Every time it is fantastic. I love Piff. I love Jade is so funny, and this time he brought along his squire. I can't remember his name right now, but he kind of started off or opened the show with a comedy bit. It was fantastic. Again, all these recommendations. If you're in Vegas or if you're stopping in a town near to you or in your hometown, I definitely recommend checking out Piff. It's a great comedy magic show, and I'll definitely be seeing it again if it tours or if I find myself in Las Vegas. Now, while this didn't happen in the month of August, within a month's time period, I have been from one end of the country to the other. Manitoba, the longitudinal center of Canada, to find ourselves in Ontario. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Quite literally, Tori and I were in Vancouver, came back down to Calgary, and then my sister and I drove from Lethbridge to Halifax, so all the way to the other end of the country on the East Coast. I am starting a cruise contract here, so we made the trek just across country, something fun to do, and found ourselves in Halifax for a few days before I hop on my cruise contract. So that was kind of fun. It was a long drive. We saw some cool things, but I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't do it again. It was a long drive, boring drive, especially Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Saskatchewan sucks. There's nothing here. This will be it. Once you've seen this, you've seen Saskatchewan. Nothing against those provinces, but damn are they boring. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. So anything outside of those provinces, great. Stop by, say hello, see some sights. But when you're in Saskatchewan, just look out the window and you will see everything you need to out the window. Boring, boring, boring. But kind of cool to say that I have been from one end of the country to the other, all within the span of a month. That brings us to the end of August. It was a really fun month, my last kind of relaxing month. I did have one little show in there for a private party, so it was nice to kind of, get back into the rhythm of things. But I am looking forward to getting back on stage in front of a nice big full crowd and doing some magic for the people all around the world. This time it's nice because I'm just starting in Halifax, finishing in Montreal, all Canadian. I feel like I'm at home, so it's a nice way to just ease back in there after 3 months off. But you'll hear all about that in September's monthly update. Until next time, thanks again for joining me for this monthly update. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. We'll see you next month.